Hi, my name is Jack, and I'm going to tell you my story about how I was adopted. So, from day one, I was adopted the first day I was born. My birth mom was 18 at the time, and she, at the age of 16, already had a kid. So, she had a 2 year old when I was born, who happens to be my sister. My father was a one night stand for both times. And now I've been adopted and I've lived with this family for my whole life, 20 years now, almost 21. And I couldn't be more grateful. I couldn't have had a better experience in my life, a life changing moment, um, to have this opportunity to live my life to the fullest. I know it would have been really hard for my birth mom to take care of two kids, single mom, um, at the age of 18, and it just would have seemed impossible. I was adopted by a lovely family who are pretty much my parents. I wouldn't consider that I feel adopted or anything. Um, but over the years, I learned about my birth parents at the age of 4 years old. I didn't fully understand it at that time. But I always had the opportunity. My parents were always willing to say, "Hey, would you ever like to meet your birth parents?" And I didn't do so. I didn't get into contact with them until I turned 18. That's when I first got in contact with my birth sister. And kind of kept in touch. And eventually, when I went off to my first year of college, I was able, on the way back, to stop by and say hello. And so I was able to meet my birth mom and my sister in person, and took wonderful pictures and everything. And it was a very emotional time. But I don't know much about my father. The only thing I can tell you is that he's an ex Marine sniper, um, part of an elite force or something. But yeah, so it was definitely emotional for me to meet half of my birth family, I guess you could say. I also have two half sisters and a half brother. And so, yeah, I've kind of got a large family on that side that I don't fully understand or know about. Um, but the family that I have now, I couldn't be more grateful. They helped me get through all my hard times in school, especially because of my dyslexia. I always have a hard time with reading and writing. I mean, I'm 20 years old, almost 21, and I still read at an eighth grade level. And so I had to use assistive technology and everything, and my parents were extremely supportive. So I made it through elementary school, into high school, got my high school diploma, got into the first college of my choice. Now transferring out of that college to another college um, to specialize in my major of criminal justice. And I couldn't have done that without my parents, let alone friends and everything else like that. Being adopted is a very unique thing for people. So it might be hard for others to understand why, if you are adopted, you kind of wonder why you were adopted. Like, why didn't your parents keep you? Um, why did they abandon you? Is this family that I'm going with gonna be? Um, do they even care about me, or are they just doing it out of pity? Um, I'm here to tell you that it's not true. Your birth parents gave you up because they wanted you to have a better life. And they realized that they couldn't give you the life that you deserved. And that may be hard for you to see at times, especially growing up, realizing like, wow, you know what? I feel abandoned by my family. Why would they keep? Let's say they had other kids. For me, I felt when they kept my sister and not me, I felt like, why would they keep my sister but not me? Um, Situationally, I eventually came to terms on realizing, you know what, I got a gift. I truly have a gift, and that gift is being with my family that I have now, and it's the greatest gift I could ever imagine. And if you feel that your adopted family is doesn't care about you, you're completely wrong. Starting it off with, your birth family wants you and you're a part of they want you to be a part of their family. And the way to know that is they're willing to accept you into their family. They've chose to adopt you for a reason. And the reason why that is because you're going to be a life-changing thing for them. It's going to change their whole lives forever. You're that special key to their hearts. And vice versa. If the as you being their special thing, they can be yours. And it may be a struggle in the beginning to fully understand it, or if you're adopted at a young age, like I was, first day I was born, I had no idea that I was adopted until a little bit later. And I couldn't imagine not having my parents that I have. I really couldn't. But if you're adopted at like 12 years old, let's say, you'll be fine. Your family loves you, both your birth and your adopted family. And all they want always is the best for you. And that's the best I can leave you off with. I couldn't imagine not being adopted. I couldn't imagine having the family I have. I've gotten so far in my life so far, and I'm happy to be who I am. And all I can say is that I'm truly grateful. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye.